Chicagoland Speedway just got NASCAR back after years away, and it delivered a finish decided by 0.2 of a second. Chase Briscoe crossed the line first. Christopher Bell was right on his bumper. The gap, just 0.276 seconds. Behind him, a Joe Gibbs Racing sweep of the podium, 1, 2, 3. But the real story isn't just who won, it's what happened to the championship race while everyone was watching the front. Denny Hamlin took the points lead 1 week ago. He led by a single point walking into Chicagoland. By the checkered flag, that lead had exploded to 44 points. His own teammate at 23XI Racing, Tyler Reddick, watched it happen from the garage. This is what's at stake right now. A driver just built a nearly insurmountable cushion at the sport's return to a historic track. Another driver, his direct championship rival, had his day wrecked by mechanical failure, and a 6th career winner delivered a paint scheme back to victory lane on a weekend that meant something bigger than racing. Let's get into how it all happened. Chase Briscoe won his 6th career NASCAR Cup race. It's his first win of the 2026 season. He did it in the Bass Pro Shops Camry on a 4th of July weekend, with America marking 250 years. "I feel so American winning in the Bass Pro Shops red, white, and blue car," Briscoe said after climbing out of the number 19. He called it an unbelievable weekend. He admitted he didn't see this coming. Here's why that matters. Briscoe said he struggled in both practice and qualifying. His crew chief, James Small, kept him honest anyway. And Sunday was Small's birthday. "He told me if I win today, I can get some chocolate," Briscoe said. "So I'm pretty fired up about that." That's the personal side. Now here's how the race actually unfolded, because Chicagoland's return was chaos from the green flag. Lap 1. Nemechek pushed up the track exiting turn 2. He shoved Stenhouse into the wall. Priest tried to check up behind them and got hit from behind instead. Connor Zillish spun trying to avoid the mess. He hit the inside wall hard. It was his 5th DNF in his last 7 races. Priest survived with flat tires but no forward motion. He'd eventually fall 4 laps down. Larson inherited the lead until Hamlin's car came alive on the long run and took it from him. Then, lap 33. Smith ran into the back of Hocevar. Both cars hit the outside wall, damaged but still running. A few laps later, lap 47, Alex Van Gisbergen ran into the back of Austin Hill. Hill went hard into the outside wall. These two have a history. Van Gisbergen has said publicly that Hill wrecked him at both Pocono and San Diego. Hill's team believed this was payback. Hill didn't let it go. He doored Van Gisbergen before his own day ended early. Meanwhile, Priest had quietly worked his way back. A wave around, then a free pass under this caution, he was down to just 2 laps lost. But the chaos wasn't done. Christopher Bell collided with Gilliland on pit road, spinning him out and damaging his own right front. Hamlin's stop went badly too. He fell outside the top 20. 5 cars gambled and stayed out under that yellow. Cindric and Herbst led that group. Others took 2 tires for track position. When it all sorted out, Hendrick Motorsports was in command. Byron led Larson to the checkered flag of Stage 1. Stage 1 finished. Byron, Larson, Wallace, Cindric, Briscoe, Pusher, Herbst, Hamlin, Gibbs, Reddick. Stage 2 started clean. NASCAR had extended the caution to repair pit road surface, and the stops that followed were smooth. Wallace muscled into the lead on the restart. Then Larson went spinning from 2nd place. He got stuck in wet infield grass. Track workers had to pull him out. He lost 2 full laps. Priest somehow kept clawing back. He got all 4 of his lost laps back within the next 100 laps. Wallace led until roughly halfway through Stage 2. He battled 3 wide with fellow Toyota drivers Briscoe and Hamlin, then fell back to 3rd. Hamlin started challenging his own teammate Briscoe for the lead. Green flag stops began. Boucher had to back into his stall after his team missed a wheel. But the real drama belonged to the championship picture. Tyler Reddick's number wall. 45 Toyota limped a pit road spewing oil down the side of the car. He'd struck debris on track. It forced a caution right in the middle of green flag pit stops. This is the moment that reshaped the standings. Reddick, fighting Hamlin for the points lead, was suddenly compromised with damage the source doesn't explain the full extent of. Blaney inherited the lead. Once the field cycled through pit stops, Byron was back on top. On the restart, Jones slid into the wall, complaining of a broken steering rack. Wallace nearly lost control too, but caught it. The rest of the stage stayed green. Byron won stage 2. Briscoe followed in second, then Hamlin, Gibbs, Blaney, Bell, Elliott, Bowman, Cindric, and Nemechek. Now the final stage. The sun was setting over Chicagoland. Byron still led with all 4 Joe Gibbs Racing cars hunting him down. Briscoe was closest. He actually tagged the wall trying to keep pace with Byron's Chevrolet. With 52 laps remaining, Briscoe made his move. He pitted from second. Byron reacted a lap later, but it wasn't enough. The undercut worked. Briscoe came out ahead. He led the rest of the race. But in the final 10 laps, the gap he built started disappearing fast. Bell and Hamlin, who had also hit the wall at some point in the run, both got by Byron. Both started closing hard on the leader. This is the moment the whole race came down to. Bell caught Briscoe in lap traffic. He simply could not find a way around him. On the white flag lap, Bell washed up in Briscoe's dirty air and lost the momentum he needed. Briscoe held on. 276 seconds, 6th career win, first of 2026. A Joe Gibbs Racing 1 and 2 and 3, with Bell second and Hamlin third. He led 51 laps total on the day. William Byron and Alex Bowman brought Hendrick Motorsports home 4th and 5th. Bubba Wallace, Ryan Blaney, Ty Gibbs, Corey Heim, and Riley Herbst routed out the top 10. So here's the single most important thing to take from Chicagoland. Chase Briscoe won a race that mattered to him personally, on a weekend built for celebration. But Denny Hamlin may have won something bigger, a 44-point championship cushion, built almost entirely because his closest rival's day fell apart with an oil leak in the middle of pit stops. Here's the angle most people will miss. 3 Joe Gibbs Racing cars finished 1 and 2 and 3. That's not just one team having a good day. That's an organizational statement at the track's return on the biggest weekend of the American calendar. So ask yourself this, is a 44-point lead this early already a championship-defining gap, or is it still too early to call this race decided? If you want to see whether Reddick can close that gap back down, hit subscribe and turn on notifications, because this points battle is just getting started.